Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Jen, handling Autodesk subscription renewal and customer success for our company, Maximum Solutions Corporation. I am seeing familiar faces here, and I heard most of the attendees were expecting for the face-to-face event. But don't worry, definitely it will happen soon, and thank you for joining us here today. Okay, so here's our agenda. I'm going to share the benefits of subscription, your premium plan option, some of customer success feedback, transition to named user, and trade-in estimator. After my presentation, please feel free to unmute yourselves or simply type in your questions in the chat box. This time, I will not give any poll. We have been practicing those three acts very well since the pandemic started, and productivity is the top priority for all companies. Productivity has the ability to connect remotely and limit downtime. We've been proactive instead of being active only, right? As for connectivity, wherever you're working is one of the biggest benefits of the named user model. Aside from just sending emails, calls, and text messages to connect people for our communication, we maximize different platform for of social media like LinkedIn, Skype, Viber, WhatsApp, and even Facebook Messenger. Before kasi it's for our personal use lang, di ba? And other cloud-based platform. We are very much reachable to limit downtime because we're all remotely connected na. Users are now demanding the flexibility to work where and how they want. We became more flexible by doing multitasking workloads at our flexible time and setup option. If mag-work from home ba tayo or office-based ba tayo mag-work. In short, we have developed to be more productive. We even more increase our connections and maximize on how to flexible we are ever since the subscription model world began. So what is changing? If you have attended my presentation last year or other event with previously announced, Autodesk launched new plans that are based on people and is retiring plans that are based on serial numbers. Autodesk is also sending newsletters or updates to you guys, so please check your email as well. So here, retired products such as design and creation suites products or perpetual, which is end-of-life maintenance plan support and no longer be renewed. Multi-user subscription trade-in will follow this retirement is on August 6, 2023. To help you transition to the new plan, we have trade-in offers available, which I will discuss later on. First, let's talk about the benefits of named users. We have the top 3 benefits for remote workers. Accessibility, they can support their teams working remotely without making any significant infrastructure changes. User don't need to request home use license or waste time trying to get access to the network server to check out a license. Virtualization, named user automatically includes support for virtual desktop as well as installation on up to 3 devices locally or virtually. So if you have laptop and desktop, you can both install the software as long as 1:1 user only ang pag-access. Of course, magla-log out naman ang applications once ginamit nyo ang same login with different computer. Collaboration, they are taking advantage of data management and collaboration in cloud across teams and projects with products like Fusion 360, BIM 360, Shotgun, and more. Many of these products are available through our extended access program if you're not using them already. But mostly kasi BIM Collaborate Pro ang cloud na in demand dito sa Philippines for better collaboration for those client that is using Revit and AEC. To anyone who is familiar with these dashboards, similar to Salesforce Trailblazer program that highlights personal achievements or Microsoft Office 365's insight on your collaboration habits. At Autodesk Fusion 360 has piloted in application full tips that are based on a person's command usage data. Autodesk will be expanding these capabilities to more products over time. A named user is the foundation to provide your users a more relevant learning, collaboration, and support experience over time. This is beneficial to the end user if you truly needed the said software and you're really maximizing it. For IT and admins, we'll see benefits too. Usually, customers have been cautious of named user because of the management overhead. To make it easy to manage users and remove the pain of managing multiple deployment types and serial numbers, when everyone is named user, your company will unlock new benefits such as the ability to make smarter decisions based on usage data, how to optimize purchasing, improve productivity, and provide support or training where needed. As you can see, this is more on monitoring and usage data. This is a total seat software of the users within, here you go, total seats of software and users within 6 to 12 months interval usage report. Increase productivity when all users have dedicated access to their products whenever they need it. And lastly, reduce IT cost and burden when licenses are hosted by Autodesk and assigned to users. There is no need to manage network servers or tracking serial numbers for compliance. And users can access these licenses anywhere they are working. Remember that top three benefits for worker, it will fall under virtualization. So now let's talk about how you can transition and get these benefits. Autodesk three plans to choose from. The standard plan is recommended for individuals and small businesses who needs the essential tools. Let's go to premium. This is for larger businesses requiring more advanced tools. You get all the benefits in standard and more, which will cover the next slide. This is eligible if you have 10 or more users or licenses. By the way, premium plan is on top pa sa subscription license nyo with separate fee. So before, it's around $300. So roughly, that's 16,000 in peso. And lastly is the enterprise for large-scale global organizations needing the highest level of flexibility and support. However, this is not yet available in the Philippines. So we only have two option plan. That's for standard and premium. Here are the differences between standard and premium. For example, your company subscribe for an AEC collection with annual or 3-year subscription, automatically the support bundle would be the standard plan, and it includes two-step verification to provide you an extra layer of security for user access, bulk import for fast user creation, groups to help you assign and unassign a group of users with a certain product in one step. Product usage reporting that provides the ability to view and export product usage by product or version at an aggregated view. And 8 hours by 5 days live support where you can connect with an Autodesk specialist for help with technical issues during your local business hours. For premium plan features, it includes single sign-on for more secure user access via your company credentials, directory sync capabilities to fully integrate Autodesk user management with your corporate tools, product usage reporting that includes the ability to view and export product usage with user details, to pinpoint specific development areas for your users, usage reporting, API access, And that's 24 hours by 7 days live support naman, where you can connect with an Autodesk specialist for help with technical issues at all times, including nights and weekends na yan. No minimum number of licenses for standard plan customers, while the premium plan is more than 10 subscription or licenses. Let me share some customer feedback and customer success experience from the Director of Operations. With Premium Plan, I can see how much time users are using the products, how efficient they are working, or how inefficient they are working. It's better way for me to see who needs more training. So for more details, please let me know if you need a separate meeting for further discussion about the feature of premium plan. From the Director of Information Security and Vendor Management, having single sign-on is a massive benefit. We don't have to set up a new user access. Users don't have to remember new passwords. Move to subscription offer. This is for those client that has existing multi-user license that is up for renewal and wanted to trade in to a single user. At your next renewal before August 7, 2023, trade in one subscription for two subscription for one named user each. And renew at an ongoing discount to 2028, no more than 5% increase every other year. As I mentioned earlier, multi-user trade-in will retire on August 6, 2023 and cannot be further renewed. So kung meron pa kayong mga multi-user licenses, you can now avail the trade-in 2-in-1 and eligible for early renewal within 90 days from the expiry date. Once you subscribe the trade-in 2-in-1, all customers will have an ongoing renewal discount through until 2028. This is based on Autodesk SRP, and please do note that price may still change due to foreign exchange and any other price increase from the principal. Here are some steps you can take to get ready ahead of your 90-day renewal window where you are eligible to trade in. First, upgrade to supported version of your product, current or 5 versions back before kasi 3 lower version lang tayo, di ba? So if you're not on one already, once you transition, you'll have available the versions that came with your new name user subscription, which is current version and 5 versions back. Second, ensure your users are able to connect online every 30 days. A license check is run in the background to ensure that your subscription is still active, and you must be connected to the internet for this check to occur. You'll also want to be connected online, so you're gathering usage data, which cannot be gathered offline kasi. Third, confirm your product is eligible for trade-in. It must be a single user access option to be eligible. Lastly, consider the best plan for your company. Standard will be included in your new subscription, or you can upgrade to premium plan if you have 10 or more subscription licenses. After you trade in, you need to complete these 4 steps in the first 30 days after your new subscription starts to get up and running. First, you need to add users. In the substandard plan, you can invite single users, multiple users, or import a file for a bulk invite. Through the Autodesk account, the premium plan offers single sign-on using the company credentials after initial sign-in. Users will get access to all Autodesk products. They are assigned to and are automatically added to your users in list in Autodesk account. Next, assign these users to your new subscription through your Autodesk account. Then you switch your network licenses to named user. There are two ways to do this. You can automate it across all users' devices with the support tool provided on the Autodesk Knowledge Network, or you can have users do it themselves on their own device. Lastly, inform your users about the new sign-in process. They will be prompted to sign in the next time they open their software on any devices they're working on. There's no need for them to enter a serial number or install. Or we have our certified applications engineer and very much willing to assist and guide you for those steps. So let's go to the trade-in estimator. Specifically, we'll show you the potential ROI and before and after cost comparison. You can expect to see through the transition, it only takes a few steps. First, you select Autodesk products you currently own and choose from the list of our 14 popular products, including the Industry Collection and Design Creation Suite. You can then choose an upgrade path for your products, or you can select no upgrade. Finally, answer a few questions regarding your current licensing environment. So this is the trade-in summary. Here you can see before and after cost comparison, which includes any collection upgrades you selected. You can also see that for a similar price to what you paid, the number of subscription you own will double after the trade-in 2-in-1. By advancing the screen, you can see the same result for the premium plan. And finally, you can understand how it contributes to your time and cost savings. Basically, this is the cost savings indicator only of price difference if you will not get the trade-in 2-in-1 for the named user. So, okay, will be my last slide. To find out more, I will provide those links in the chat box later for your information. So thank you for attending again, dear clients.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. So my name is Jaros Obrador. I'm an applications engineer here at Maximum Solutions Corporation. So what I'll do today is I'll just give you a quick tour of the Autodesk account. So most of you have accessed this website before, or for the new or non-existent users. So this will be the account management portal for your Autodesk subscriptions. So let's get started. So first of all, the URL of this website will be managed at autodesk.com. So it's very easy to remember. So the platform or the interface has 4 sections. So as you can see here, I have the homepage, products and services, user management, billing and orders, and reporting. So upon logging in, you'll go here at the home page. So basically in the home page, you're going to see critical information about your account. So as you can see here, I have notifications regarding product updates, my support cases, and regarding on buying products. And then I also have a video here that I can play, which is about the Autodesk account, which is this platform, and then some articles for new features of the interface. So actually, this platform has changed over the years. It's still changing. So you might want to read some of the articles here. And then what's great about here is that you can also see upcoming expirations in your subscription. So let's say you have expiring contracts within this amount of time. So it's going to show here in the homepage. And also, new stuff here, which is the team insights and your own insights. So here in the Autodesk account, you can also create teams, and within those teams, you can monitor the product performance uh, of the users within your organization, and also your own usage, which is this one. So we can actually click these links to further have details on those issues, or you can actually go here in the reporting section, and it's going to show you the same thing. And lastly, you have the resources regarding this Autodesk account. So, so to get things straight, I'm actually the contract manager or primary admin of most of the contracts here. So if am not the contract manager of a said contract, I am the primary admin, which is why I can see all these sections right here. So I can see user management, billing and orders, and reporting. But if you're only a standard user or you're not the admin of your organization, so the only thing that you'll see here will be home and products and services. So again, since I am a primary admin, I can see most of the sections here. So let's go to the products and services section quickly so that you'll see the changes here. So basically, this all products and services tab shows all the products that you have. So let's say you're subscribed to an AEC collection, it's going to show all the products all the individual products within the collection here. So you have 3ds Max, AutoCAD, Revit, Civil 3D, and more. So the old or classic view is actually a line view of the products, but now it's like grids, as you can see here. So if you're trying to look for a product, you just have to type in the search bar to narrow down the products that you have in your subscriptions. So for example, I typed in here Revit, and as you can see, I can see the software or the product right here. And it has an icon. So this is a Windows icon, so which means that this runs on Windows. And as you can see, other um, products here have a cloud icon, which means these are cloud services. So if it runs on Mac like AutoCAD, you'll be seeing the Apple icon or Apple logo. So here, as you can see here, I have an option to immediately install the product. So if you click install here, it's going to download the small package, which is a downloader and installer of the product. So you can also choose beforehand what version you would like to install in your system. So let's say I can install 2022 right here. So I can just click on install. The drop down here will show you the download option and the custom install option. So the download option will actually uh, download a very small exe file, and that exe file, if you run it afterwards, will download it on your downloads folder within your machine. So custom install is actually a new feature. So I'll discuss this later on when I get to custom install here. Okay, so further things that you can do here is to click on view details. So this will show you more details about that product. So what's good about here is that, for example, I'm choosing 2023 now here. I can see all the updates available for that specific version. So I can even look at the extensions or the free extensions that I can download for my software version, and as well as the libraries that I need. So I can download it now here. So instead of going to the Autodesk Knowledge Network, so you can actually now view all the contents that are um, viable for that particular software you're viewing. Okay, so basically that's what's nice about this new platform. So if we now go to product updates here, it's going to show you all the updates for all the products within your subscriptions. So for example, I type in Revit here. So it's going to show me all the product updates for Revit. So it's pretty similar in the if you view the details of the products in the all products and services tab, but this is more diverse on the versions, not specific on the versions. So you can also change the release date. So let's say I want to view all updates, all time updates of um, the Revit program. So I can see 2023, 2022 updates until 2018 or 2019. So that's the product updates section for you. But again, if you want to see the specific updates for that specific software, you just have to view the details of the products in the all products and services. Let's now go to custom install. So for custom install, you can actually create your own installation packages, which contains specific software that you need. So for example, you only have, you have an AC collection, which contains 20 plus solutions. So I can create an installer here or a single installer. So let's say I can include products like 3ds Max, AutoCAD. So let's say that those are the only two that I need, but I can include a lot more. So if I click on a certain product like 3ds Max, I can even specify the version of that specific uh, product. So let's say I just want the release version. So I can specify that when I'm creating the installation package. And I can even include the extensions or the free extensions that are viable for my product. So I can include everything, and that's it. So the same goes for AutoCAD. So you just have to specify the version. So it depends on what version uh, you want. So I can even change it to a latter version. So for 2022. So I can select the release version. Then I can do some folder customizations, wherein I can specify paths for the installation folder or the program folder. So I can even add the extensions as well, and then add some plugins. So let's say that I'm now okay with this. So I can actually create the package now. So I can create a single package, or I can even deploy this on a server. So so it's up to you if what option you'll choose, and then just have to click I agree to terms of use here, and then click on download. So it's gonna download a small package, but you still need an internet connection to actually run it after you run it, because it's still gonna download the software from the cloud. So what's great about here is that it can immediately install those products on a single run. Okay, so that's it for custom install. So we'll not go through active trials since I don't have any trials on me. But if you have trial versions of some software from Autodesk, so you'll be able to view it here in active trials. So let's now go to the user management section. So basically, in the user management section, there are three methods of how you can assign products to users or users to products. So those are by user, by product, and by group. So here in the by user, so you can actually browse your teams here. So you can create teams here in the platform. So in each team, you can assign a certain contract or a certain subscription. So in this case, in my AEC team, I have the AEC collection and BIM Collaborate Pro here. So I can add certain users uh, on this specific team. And then, um, for example, I click on one of my users. So it's going to show me the details of that user and all the products that are assigned to him. So for example, here, my colleague Jarek, he has the AEC collection and the BIM Collaborate Pro assigned. So I can further assign more products to him, which is, again, these products are assigned to my AEC team. So I can even change the role of this specific user. So if I click on change role, so we'll see the definitions of the said roles. So there's primary admin, SSO admin, and standard user. So you can read on this, but to give you a simple definition of this, so per team, you're allowed to actually have one primary admin, and you can have as many as secondary admins as you want on a specific team. So the SSO admin is for premium plan users. So let's say you have integrated your SSO platform within this Autodesk account platform. So you can do that as well, but you need to have premium plan. So yeah, so I can assign or unassign products here. But let's go to the by product section. So this is an inverse of the by user management. So basically now you're viewing the products assigned to that specific team you are viewing. And for example, I click on AEC collection. So I'll be able to see the assigned users for that specific industry collection. So let's say Jarek is still here. So I can click on his name here, and then I can see what comes with the AEC collection assignment. And also I can see individually assigned items here. So these are the cloud services that are included. So you can actually disable this for a certain user, but my advice is to leave it be. Yeah, so basically that's it for the byproduct user management. So the new thing here is the uh, by group user assignment. So you can create certain groups for your team. So for example, in this AEC team, I have the auto group. So these are users with the auto name on them. And then I can view the assignments here. And as you can see, the AEC collection is assigned. So you can actually create groups of people within your team so that you don't have to individually assign the products on their names. So you can just create a group and then immediately assign the product to the um, said group. So if I go here to the byproduct, again, and view the users that are assigned in the AEC collection. So you'll be able to see the group here. So there's this group icon. So that's specifying that this is a group assignment for these users. So I'll not go through classic user management. So classic user management is for the old products, so maintenance plans and multi-user um, subscriptions. So since those are not offered anymore, so we'll not go through the classic user management. So let's go now to the billing and order section. So specifically the subscription and contracts. So basically you can look at the contracts and subscriptions in this part if you're the primary admin of your team or of your subscriptions. So you can specify what team you're viewing, and then can see the specific subscriptions that are assigned to that team. And then if you click one of the products, which is with this contract, it's going to direct you to the information of that specific contract. So in here, you can see the details such as the start date and expiration dates. So you can actually view here the expiration date. So you'll be notified or alerted that you need to renew this and that. But then again, in the home page, you'll see the notifications for expiring subscriptions and contracts. So in this case, you can view the contract and all the subscriptions that are assigned on that specific contract. Okay. So lastly, if we go now to the reporting section, you'll see insights. So now the platform is actually tracking your usage of the products. So for the teams and individual, so it's going to give you suggestions on how you can improve your product performance and usage performance. So for example, again, here I'm on my AEC team. So it's actually tracking the startup, the file opening, and file saving of your that you're doing in your software, which is in this case AutoCAD. So if you click learn more here, it's gonna show you how you can actually improve those things. So startup, file opening, and then file saving. So you can follow these guidelines for your AutoCAD, but that's about it. So also, um, you have here inactive users. So it's showing you that there are users not using the product. So basically, the platform is giving us feedback on how we are using the subscriptions that we have on our organization. So you can also view your individual insights here on My Insights. So again, this is still developing, which means that the further we go, more insights will be given. And then there's recommendations, for example, here in AutoCAD. So it's recommending me to update my software to the latest patch, giving me learning pathways and etc. So you can explore this further later on. So lastly, this will be the last part, which is seat usage. So for standard plans, you can access here the summary and the by product section. So yung by user tab here is accessed by premium plan. So if you don't have a premium plan, so you won't be able to see the seat usage by user. So basically here in the summary, let's say for the AEC team specifically, and then I can specify the time period. So let's say I want to see past 6 months. So you can see the total number of users that have used the subscription and then the assigned seats for your products. So in the AEC collection, again, it contains a lot of products. So as you can see here, the usage for each and every specific service or solution within uh, that subscription. So you can also look at it in the byproduct perspective. So in this case, for the AEC collection, I'll click on View Details, and I can see the usage of the subscription. So again, this is at past 6 months, and I can filter it down to specific products, such as, for example, Revit. So now I can see the total number of users for the past 6 months. Again, I can change that time period. And then what's good here is that you can see what versions those users are using. So in this case, we're using the latest version in the past 6 months, and two are actually using 2022. Okay, so if we go back, we can access by user. Again, this is to be accessed only by premium plan subscribers. So by user, it gives you a specific outlook of um, each user. So for example, I will view one of the usage of one of my colleagues here. So as you can see, she's using the products here 4+ days a week. And then for the past 6 months, she's using it for 85 days. So, very insightful. So I can click on view details here and then see her individual usage here. So I can also see unused products. So if uh, she is not using any product, so I'm going to see it here. But as you can see, it's blank. So meaning that she's actually utilizing all the products within the subscription. So you can also see here that there's a graph showing the usage of the products. So you can even track it individually in this section. So basically, that's it for my part. So if you have any questions, so just please type it in the question and answer chat box or in the chat box. So yeah, that's it for me.